Hi, Flosstube. I'm Rolanda.
And I'm Kylie.
And this is
Rose Crafty Corner. Welcome back, everyone who has been to see us before, and welcome to any new viewers we may have. If you do like what you see today, please remember to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And also feel free to leave a comment about what you did like, or if there's something you didn't like. Hopefully that's not the case.
Or if there's something you want to see or hear us talk about.
That's right.
We're more than happy.
Give us some ideas for future episodes.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you. And just to let you know, we are primarily a cross-stitch channel, but occasionally we will have some other crafts thrown in as well.
Ta-da!
There's an example of one of the other crafts.
That's a machine embroidery piece. So
very nice. Very fitting for the...
Actually, it's got some applique and patchwork in it as well. So
yeah, very nice. Very fitting for March, which is, well, tomorrow.
Yeah. Happy leap year day, people.
Yes.
At time of recording.
At the time we're recording this, it is the leap day. So, Ro has something she would like to share.
Yeah,
before we get started.
We'll share the elephant in the room because we know I love elephants. If you watched our last episode, you would know that I went in for heart surgery. All is fine. All is well. I'm here. I'm still in recovery. I need to learn to take it easy, which I have been doing. I've been getting a lot of stitching done, which you will soon find out about. I have had some pain over the weekend, the few days following the surgery, but that's to be expected. I've now got an implantable loop recorder inside near my heart, and that's basically a permanent ECG machine to record what my heart does and what my body does, so the doctors can find out what's going on and how to fix it. Yeah, so I'm alive, I'm here, I'm recovering.
She's definitely alive. She's real.
The surgeon will live another day because Kylie won't go and kill him. But yeah, you know, it's a work in progress, basically. So yeah.
Speaking of works in progress,
yeah,
shall we move on to the whips?
What a great segue, hey?
It's what everyone else is here for.
Yeah.
We don't want to dwell on the
No. But I just wanted to update you all and let you all know that I'm good.
She's doing well.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start with my whips.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So this one I wasn't going to work on this fortnight, but I decided to because of an event that came up in the Whip Warriors challenge group, and it is Lonely Hearts. So basically you work on something that you have lost love for, but that maybe you should give a little bit of love back to. So for me, that was my planner from last year. And because of the amount of fractional stitches in it and the fact that I've had to make a lot of changes to
the items,
a lot of the items, because it was very Northern Hemisphere based. So obviously being in Australia, we're in the Southern Hemisphere. So I had to make a lot of changes, and I just got a little bit sick of it, to be honest.
You're now in the last month, so you're almost there.
I am on the last month. You can see I've started the word December there, and there's a little present.
It's so cute.
Because one of my Whip Go challenges for the upcoming March numbers that were called, one of mine was to stitch 100 stitches in red. And there is another red present that will go in there as well. And I think it's holly that's in there. It's got a bit of red on it too. And so anyway, I thought I would give this one some love because I just want to get it finished. So that's why I used that one for the Lonely Hearts challenge.
And so you're not making any changes in the December?
Not in December,
yeah,
no.
So yours will look like what?
It will be what the cover photo shows, because December it was all like Christmassy sort of stuff. So, you know, we still have Christmas and celebrate Christmas. So I managed to get 306 stitches into that one just over the last few days. And it's saying in markup that it's at 86.8%. And I know that's not 100% accurate because I've done some different little items things around with all my changes. So there's
any sort of changes
things on the actual pattern that I haven't stitched, but I've stitched something else instead. So obviously the things I haven't stitched, I haven't marked off.
Yeah. Your rough guide.
it's getting close to a finish, so
Mm.
yeah, not long.
Yeah,
The next one I've got to show is the Geranium Fairy. Now, with this one, I managed to get 531 stitches into that, and she's now at 12.6%. So
there's lots of red in there.
there is lots of reds in this one. So I haven't even actually got to the fairy yet. I'm still doing the geranium up there. I thought I'd go up and fill all this in and then work my way down, and then she's sitting off to the side.
Yeah.
So
It's looking really good.
Yeah, so 12.6%. She's actually coming along quite quickly. Every time I do it, I seem to double.
Yeah.
Or, roughly double what I've done previously on it. Because I think the first time I showed it, I was at 3-point-something%. Last time I was at 6-point-something%. Now I'm at 12-point-something%. So
it's always good when the numbers are going up.
It is. At least they're not going down. That would be bad. All right. And the last whip that I have to show that I've worked on this fortnight is the 80s movie night stitch along. So this one I did quite a bit on this one actually. I got 751 stitches in, and it's at 19.3%. Unfortunately, I did have to frog some of that. So for those of you that don't know, frogging is basically unpicking your stitches, because it's said to be like the sound rip it, which sounds a bit like ribbit. So it's called frogging.
Yeah. And it's called frogging in like crochet and some other crafts as well. So yeah.
Anything that's stitching related of any kind probably uses the same term.
I think a lot of the crafts do have overlapping terminologies for some things.
Probably do. Yeah. So that is my 80s movie night stitch along. So I'm actually quite excited to see the word movie coming through here.
I noticed that.
My husband actually said it's like, the old printers that you because I am sort of going along.
Very true. Very true. I didn't think of that until just now. It's almost like a typewriter as well, because you know how typewriters go left to right.
Go across and then back to the start. Yeah. So that's, it's like, I think I said the old dot matrix printers or something.
Yeah, that's very cool.
So, I'm kind of going along because it's got a little bit of, colour in the top part of each one. So I'm like, rather than doing a whole letter and chopping and changing colours, I'm literally doing the colours that are as they go across. So,
and it looks like a gradient, like an ombre effect sort of.
Yeah, because some of them are blended threads in there as well. As you transition from one colour to the next, it's got a blended one in between. Yeah. So
I like it how it does that though. Like it blends really nicely from the one colour to the next because of the blending.
So it'll look really good once the whole word's there. If I don't know if I'll get down far enough before I hit the Q snaps. We'll see how far I get.
She may have to move the Q snap next time.
No, because I'll go up.
Oh, you're going to go up?
Once I hit the bottom, I'll go up as much as I can, and then I'll have to move the Q snap.
Fair enough.
So that's the end of my whips. What have you been working on, Ro?
Awesome. Okay. Well, my first one is a new start. Should I show that now or should I show that after?
We could do that later.
The whips. Yeah. All right. So my first whip that I worked on is Free Spirit. And whoops, sorry. I'm hoping you guys can.
Yep.
It's all in view. Yep. Okay, so this one I spent 2 days on it, and I did 967 stitches. This fortnight I picked fairly easy projects to work on because of what was happening in my life and a lot of anxiety. So I just needed something just to be relaxing and not a lot of counting. So it was basically just colouring in, which was awesome.
Yeah, because you already had the outlines of all the sections, didn't you?
So what I did, like, I don't know, last year or maybe the year before, I went around and did all the outlines. And so as you can see, like up the top here, it's just half stitch one way, filling it in, and then going across and filling in the other half a stitch the other way. So that's why there's some that are sort of coloured in and fully, which are finished, and some that have got like the half stitch, so you can see the different texture on them. So
particularly that purple up there.
Yeah, that's what I was working on, because purple's my favourite colour. So I just needed some love So yeah, that one, 967 stitches on that one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And it's one that hasn't been pulled out in a while. So
no, that's true.
yeah.
Maybe that's the one you've lost your love for.
I kind of did, but I didn't use I wish I had have used the challenge now for it. Yeah. Anyway, there's all right.
Well, you've still got today. It's still running today. It ends today.
Yeah. That's a thought.
Maybe later. We'll see. We'll see what happens, hey?
We'll see how we go. Now, the third one I did was a new start, so I'll show that in a minute. The fourth one I did was the 80s Sal, which we've just finished hearing Kylie's 80s Sal. And this
so you can see she's done quite a bit more than I have.
This one is by Atomic Tiki Pins on Etsy. I did 3 days on this one, and it was a grand total of 3,015 stitches.
Wow, those were good days.
They were. You know why they were good days, don't you?
They were your rest days.
They were. So when I came home from the hospital on the Friday afternoon, I concentrated on this one, and then the Saturday and the Sunday I concentrated on this fully for the weekend. It's now telling me it's at 41.9% completed for the inner border, which is what we've been showing you on the cover photos, because you know the movie parts come separate afterwards.
Yes, so they were all sent separately, and neither one of us has actually got to putting our movies in yet because we haven't done our centre or our border yet. But we are getting there.
We're getting there, and like I'm just enjoying what I'm doing at the moment.
Well, yeah, absolutely, because there's actually quite a lot of stitches just in the centre and the border.
For sure, and like you can see how many stitches I've done there, right? And it's only saying 41.9% completed. So
you're not quite halfway with it.
Yeah. So I've done all like the top of the reel and all this part in here. I've got to extend these inner borders up a little bit and then I come across. And then I've just got to finish off, like you can, as Kylie was saying, it says movie. So you can see that kind of coming in. And then in sort of in the middle here and underneath it, it says night. And then the border comes down a bit more. So it doesn't seem like I've got a lot to go, but, you know.
It's still a fair bit.
Yeah. So now we're going to show you a comparison of where we're both up to.
Just to compare, that's the differences.
And look at the difference in the colour of the fabric as well.
Yeah. So we're both using the called 4 threads.
Yep.
It's just that our fabric colours are different.
Yeah.
And I think, what count is yours? Do you remember?
It was a 14 count hand dyed, so it kind of shrinks a little bit once you've hand dyed it. So it's more like a
15 probably. And see, mine's actually 16 count.
Yeah, mine's not quite 16. It's more 15.
Yeah.
So mine will be a touch bigger than Kylie's.
Yeah.
But not enough to write home about.
No, but that just goes to show the difference that a different colour fabric can make.
Yeah. So I'm really in love with it. I love it.
I love working on it too. I do need my lap light because I've got such a dark fabric underneath, and then also my light over the top. So.
And see, I didn't need that with mine.
No,
it's a lighter fabric.
Yeah, and you wouldn't with that on. But the darker fabrics, I do find that the lap light helps, and they are on special at Spotlight at the moment. If you want one, it's a good price too.
Sound like a good plug.
we have no affiliations with Spotlight other than we go shopping there a lot.
Although the staff at my local Spotlight, know me so well. Yeah. Okay, the last one I worked on for the fortnight, I spent 3 days. Now, it was really 2 big days because the third day I only did like 49 stitches. So, but it was still in the third day, so it counts. And it's called Summer Memories. Do I need the board behind this one, I wonder? No, you guys should be able to see it okay. Summer Memories, CrossStitcher magazine, June 2021, and the pattern is by Maria Diaz. So as I said, 3 days, 2,096 stitches.
Oh, I didn't quite get 3,000.
I know. Like
you had to do
21.
So 21.
100, yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're right.
I can't.
It's okay. Math, words, you know the deal, guys.
It's all hard.
So yeah, another 4, even 5 stitches, I would have been like, so I did make a couple of changes with this one. All of the back stitch is said to be done in one strand on the pattern. However, I mean, I did do back stitch all in one strand, except for the little flower stems, because I thought they needed to stand out a bit more. And I also did the handle and the lid of the barbecue, the door and the door handle, and the hubcap back stitching. I did them in 2 strands. I did it in 1 strand, and I didn't feel it stood out enough for me. So I decided to do it in 2 strands, but the rest of it's back stitched in 1 strand. And you know, like, I've made such a big difference, and I was thinking, oh, I haven't really made much on this.
You have,
you know, as you go along, as you're stitching it. But I had a joke with Kylie that one day I was extremely busy because I was building a caravan, and you can see why.
Yeah.
And then the next day, you know, I was planting a tree and planting some flowers and laying some turf and building a barbecue, and it was quite funny, you know, like.
Yeah. It kind of helps keep it a bit more interesting sometimes too. It's like, yeah, I built this.
And I did all that while I was resting, so I was pretty happy with that effort.
Yeah.
And then, so down here in the second row, there's some ice creams, and this is a little,
don't say ice cream.
Spinny wheel, one of the ones that the wind blows. But anyway, you'll see it. You'll see it in the picture. So, yeah, I was pretty happy with that. So in total, and I haven't done this before, but I just was curious for myself of how many stitches I did over the fortnight, and it was 7,411.
I think I'll be lucky if I get that in the whole month.
But
I don't get to sit there and rest and relax.
I was forced to sit down and you know, and to take my mind off.
I wish I get forced to sit down and relax and stitch.
Take my mind off everything. It was great to have stitching. So yeah, I'm really appreciative that, you know.
Yeah, at least you can do that.
Yeah.
You know. You didn't have to just sit and do nothing.
No, that's right, because I would have been going insane. Like, you know me, I can't sit still.
Boring. Absolutely.
Okay,
right, shall we move on to our new
whips? New starts, yeah.
Okay, so I started my Easter project that I was wanting to do, and it's called Easter Peeps.
It's so cute. Love the colour.
Why?
I'm not sure. I'm just drawn to that colour.
So Easter Peeps is a design from Helen D, the East Coast crafter. And I've still got a fair bit to do on that. I've managed to get 326 stitches done on it, and then I had more than that, but I had to frog again because I did it in the wrong spot. So the whole project is 1,034 stitches, so I am 31.5% through that. And I intend to get it finished and fully finished by Easter, I hope.
And
that's everything.
You might be able to see that she's put the U in coloured as well. So she's actually made the Australian spelling of coloured rather than the American version.
Yes, I did change that because, in Australia we spell coloured with the U in there. Yeah. So I just copied the U from the bunny.
Yeah. Very cool.
So it was quite easy. So I may have to shift things over the other side a bit with the bunny and the eggs and such, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. But yes, and that's on a 25 count even weave, which you may recognise was the same one, the other half of the fabric I used for the St. Patrick's Day that I showed last time. Yeah. Which you'll see later. So that was my new start. I only had the one.
Okay, so I had 2. One of them you guys knew about. So my first new start is Star Wars, and you guys knew about that. So this is where she's at. And I spent 4 days on it, 762 stitches and approximately 3% completed, because I still have to refer back to the paper pattern because I'm having trouble with lining it up in markup, but we'll fix that up. So this is Leia's leg and the bottom half of her dress, and a little bit of the blue around that part. So yeah,
it's a good start.
Yeah, I needed my light box on for this one because obviously it's black fabric.
In the dark fabrics, it really
just makes it a whole lot easier. I probably could have done it without it, but I just thought, why struggle? Why make it easy for yourself?
I find it, like I can do the darker fabrics without the light pad, but it does slow me down.
Yeah.
I can do it a lot faster if I can actually see the holes.
Yeah. Did you guys notice my little needle minder? Look how cute he is.
Very appropriate for the project.
Like, he is just adorable.
Very nice.
So, yeah. I think I got that one from Magical Minders on Etsy.
Okay.
From Amanda. Yeah. Okay, and then the second new start I had, you guys know that I was going to start on Harmony, and I was so undecided. I was asking everyone, what should I do, you know, like regarding the count, the stitch, the floss, all these other, and I was trying to get a multiple opinions so I could make an educated decision. So I had this fabric and I thought, let's just practice with something. So this one I started as a practice, and I'll continue on with it. However, it's not a high priority because
maybe it'll be a Lonely Hearts event.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Okay, so this one is called Functional Adult.
I love this.
It makes me laugh. And as you can see by the cover photo, it's quite funny. And so this is how much I've got done. Now, I did 2 different types here. As I said, I was trying to audition, I suppose is the good word for it, of what kind of stitches I wanted to do. So the green parts is 1/1 full cross, and the pink parts is 2/1 half stitch. So I was looking for the right sort of coverage on the fabric. Spent 2 days on it, 571 stitches, and it's at 13.07%. So yeah, that's one of the ones that you'll see in haul as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you bought that since we filmed last?
Yes. Yeah, because I was like, what am I going to use to test? What am I, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Very good.
So, yeah, that's my 2 starts.
That's your 2 new starts?
Yeah.
All right. So, on to FFOs.
Yeah. You got FFOs?
I have 3.
I've got none. So, it's all her this week.
It's all me. All right. So, I think I showed last time that I had finished, or I may not have. I might not have been quite finished, the unicorns. I can't remember if I had actually finished it last time. I don't think I did.
From memory, I don't think you were.
I think I was close.
Almost there, yeah.
Well, I finished it. And then I fully finished it because it was quite an easy fully finish. And I forgot to take a photo of it finished. But, oh, the light might be a bit bright on that. So I've actually just wrapped it around this spool that I had. And so it says unicorns ate my homework, and then I stitched a little unicorn head there.
How cute is the unicorn head?
And then I just stuck a pin in it. I've got a little bit of wadding underneath it to give it, you know, a little bit of depth. I didn't want to do too much because it would have just bulked it out too much. So that one will just probably sit on my desk, or I might give it to one of my kids or something, but we'll see. So the spool I actually got from TK Maxx when we went shopping after Christmas, because it had just some gold cording on it.
Yeah.
So I've just taken that off and put that on something else, and yeah. So
and I think
we got a 2-for-1 essentially.
Yeah.
I got the cording to use for finishes and the spool to use as a finish as well.
I know you can find these spools online from certain craft shops and cross-stitch places as well, but if you kept an eye open in like your op shops and things like that, you'd probably find something like that in there too if you wanted to do one.
Or somebody that I met actually found some at her local tip.
Yes.
In the reusable items section. So she got them from there. So.
It's surprising what you find and where you find it.
Yeah. You never know what somebody might throw out that you might be able to use.
And I guess if you wanted to change that,
it'd be easy to change because nothing's sewn on.
No.
Even the wadding is just stuck on with double-sided tape. So I could remove that too if I wanted to. Like I didn't glue anything.
That's cool.
That's not sewn on. It's just attached with the pin, so I could just whip the pin out and put something else on if I wanted to change it up in the future.
Yeah, awesome.
So that one can just sit there for now.
It has its little home back there.
The next one I fully finished that you guys did see as a whip was my St. Patrick's Day from Helen D, the East Coast Crafter. So I've made that into a little cushion with some yellowy goldy rickrack around the outside, and the fabric that I showed last time in my haul with the rainbows on it, because the gold and the green in that match very closely to the green and the gold that I used there.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
So pretty happy with that. For a first effort, I'm pretty proud of that.
I'm proud of you.
I would do a couple of things differently that I learned, by doing that one.
Yeah, of course. And that's what you do, is as you create, you learn, and
that's right,
what not to do and what to do. And
so yeah, but as a first effort, I'm pretty
well done,
pretty
Kylie.
pleased with myself.
So you should be.
So
yeah.
And then I had another FFO, which is something that I started this project at the retreat we went to in 2022.
Yeah, you did.
And this was another one that I lost the love for pretty quickly. And it is Weekend. It was a cheap kit from Spotlight.
Do you want to tell them why you lost the love for it?
Now I know why it was cheap. The threads were awful and the fabric was awful.
But she liked the pattern still, so she wanted to continue with it. So
I was determined to finish it. So it became one I just did when we went to our Thursday craft group. So once a fortnight, I would,
and little by little, you got it done.
And I got it done, and then I got it framed. I framed it. So,
yeah, looks really good.
That was part of a frame set I picked up from Kmart. So we'll sit that one in there.
You're very busy.
So that's my 3 FFOs.
Yay!
So I'm getting there.
You are, and I'm really proud of you, because, like, when I first met you, you would put things to the side because it was like you just like the stitching, and you just wanted to do the stitching, And now you're like getting more and more confident. I can see you with finishing things, and like you ask me if you need help or my advice or whatever, and I'm not claiming that I know everything.
No, but it helps to have someone in your corner that has done some of these things before and can help if you need it.
Yeah.
Whereas before I met you, I didn't have anyone who in my life who really sewed or did anything. So it's been really helpful and encouraging, and even just doing these floss tubes is encouraging me to actually do these fully finishes.
Because like you guys get something out of it, but we also get something out of it, and we love it when you guys comment and tell us what you think, because it's like we know that you're watching, we know that you are liking what you see. So
and it is prompting me to actually finish things, like fully finish things that
without the pressure.
Not too much pressure, but just a little bit of a kick up the backside to do it, so I can show you.
I like when I say to her, like, we've got to get onto this and this because we've got to display it on Flosstube, and she's like, oh,
So my FFOs will start to slow down because I've still got a few more that I want to do some things with that I finished before we started doing Flosstube.
Your Easter one won't take long though, so you'll have that
the Easter
finished.
One should be. I'm hoping to have that done by our next video, definitely by Easter, which is going to be close.
End of March. I think we've got.
So I think we'll have two more videos. I think the last one will probably.
I think our next one is round.
We'll be
the
filming
middle,
right before Easter,
St. Paddy's Day, and then
the next one will be around St. Patrick's Day, and then the one after that will be just before Easter, but may not be uploaded until Easter weekend. We'll see.
Well, if you've got nothing to do Easter weekend, at least you can watch us.
That's right. So, so I have still got a few. I've got one that I'm definitely going to aim to get framed for next time. I want to try and get the Easter peeps finished and fully finished. And then I
suppose this is part of your plans, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is. Sorry,
no, it's okay.
Moved into plans apparently.
We just roll with.
We just
roll with it.
So I got a couple other ones that I definitely want to have finished.
Yeah.
In the next video or two, and then I've still got some other ones that I might need to find. I've got to find a couple of frames. I need your help with one or two of the other ones as well. I'm
more than happy to help with anything, and that goes for you guys too. If I can help you, I'm more than happy to help you. So I'm a very giving giving the love, because I get happiness out of seeing other people happy. So
yeah. So my FFOs will start to slow down as I have fully finished all of my projects that have been shoved in the cupboard for I don't know how long, some of them a long time. So then it'll just be whatever I'm working on at the moment. As I finish those, then they will be fully finished.
Yeah, cool.
But so that I guess covers my FFOs and my plans.
Yeah, I suppose one of the plans that involves both of us is we have a stitchy meetup in a couple of days' time.
Yes,
so
this weekend.
Yep.
So that'll be good. So I'll be pulling Hedwig out. So next time I'll have some work on that one to show you.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm going to be stitching there yet. I'm thinking probably the Harmony Haid.
Yeah.
But I might take something easy as well, just in case.
Always a good idea. Take something smaller. Or
options, you got to have options.
It'll depend how you're feeling on the day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I also have the gnome sale that's upcoming. It starts tomorrow. The first part is released tomorrow. So I have that all kitted up, ready to go. At the moment, it's just white Ada and floss. So I don't really think you guys would be interested in seeing white Ada and floss. Really. Yeah. However, help me out here. Is it Spruce Craft Co?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spruce Craft Co. It's hard to say.
Yeah. And when you put it on the spot.
Yes.
Okay. So it's going to be releasing the first Friday of each month from March to September. So I could possibly take that one to the Stitchy meetup as well.
And start on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we go.
Have something to show you next time either way. So.
Yeah. And because I'm doing Harmony for the leap year event, which I think it starts today. However, what I read, I believe it starts today. However, some people have already started. The way I read it was it starts today, so I'm starting today.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah. Because, I've seen some that, they're leap day to leap day, and you've got to try and finish it within, and that gives you 4 years to finish something. So
yeah. So I'm hoping to finish it on the 28th of February.
In 4 years.
4 years, so 2028. Oh my gosh. Too far away to think about. I did work out how many stitches I would need to do over the whole time to get it finished, because it does have 156,000 stitches in it.
Just a little one.
So I was like, oh my gosh.
What have I got myself into?
However, I forgot to write it down on my notes. So I think it's around 3,000 a month.
I think it was something like that. You did tell me.
Yeah, which is easy for me to do. However, I'm just thinking if I have that and the stained glass elephant, which I want to focus on, and then I have 2 Christmas stockings I need to get finished, and I have a birthday sale that needs to be finished, I'm guessing that something is going to take a bit of a backseat. Yeah.
Well, but you can only do what you can do.
I'm not pressuring myself. If I don't get it finished in the 4 years, so be it.
Then you've got another 4 years till the next leap day.
Exactly. I'm not going to be winning any prizes or anything, or entering any competitions or anything. So I don't put pressure on myself like that. So definitely I just enjoy the stitching as I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So we should go on to haul.
Moving on to haul.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to do yours first?
I can do mine first. So we went to Spotlight last week.
As you do.
Because they had a big sale on. We had a 40% off a single item voucher and various things. And we also went to some of the local op shops. So I'm just going to show it all together. I'm going to do this carefully. Hopefully I don't drop. I managed to pick up this black one on the end is a wired one. That was what I got from Spotlight. And the rest of them were from the op shop. So I've got a Christmas one, a white one, a spotty one, and 3 what do they call it, butchers?
It's like twine. It's twine, similar to butcher's twine. So it's
but it's a decorative.
Like the black and white one is black and white twisted, the pink and white twisted, and blue and white twisted.
So they will be fun for some finishing items.
Awesome.
And then I got a whole bunch of other stuff. I managed to pick up a so I got Ada 16 count.
Yeah.
Antique white. from the op shop, and it was like $3.
Yeah, when she saw it, she almost
Like,
jumped, and I was like, "What's going on?"
So I was pretty happy with that for $3. So also from the op shops, I managed to get. No, that was from Spotlight. I got some other ribbons. So there's some black and a couple of other different ones there, and they've actually got wire in those ones too. So I was quite happy when I found them, and it was like all that was $1.50. And I also got some lace, which is red and green and white, so it'll be perfect for Christmas finishes.
And this lace also, you can feed a thin ribbon through the middle of it.
Oh, there you go. I didn't even know that.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, and that was like only a couple of bucks, so that was pretty good too. I got some little heart-shaped buttons.
Cute.
And they were from the op shop. It was $1 for the packet. So,
Cute.
you know, future Valentine's projects or whatever, I can maybe
something for the kids.
Use those. I got a little Christmas ornament cross-stitch.
And it comes with the little Christmas tree frame.
It comes with the frame for the threads and the fabric and the whole works because it's a kit. So that'll be a nice, cute little quick and easy Christmas project.
Yeah.
And picked
One
up
for your tree.
That's just some white lace. It's hard to see with the light. Some white lace that was from the op shop as well for $1, and it's unopened, I think. So
it's on the floor now.
And I got a little basket that I'm going to use as a dough bowl. So when I make more of these pillow things, I'll have somewhere to display them.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
And that was $1. I love the op shops. It's great.
Sometimes you find some really good bargains, and sometimes you just don't find anything. So it depends on the day you go.
It really does. And like I've gone some days and got nothing, and in other days like you get,
it's like you've won the lotto or something.
Oh my god, I picked a good day. So from Spotlight, I always have a look. They have like a clearance bargain thing, and I got some white felt, and that was 90 cents. And that'll be, used for backings and
what
stuff.
size it is?
So it is...
length is 45 centimetres by 90 centimetres.
Yeah. So, that's always good for backing, especially like things in the hoops. I often use felt on the back of those.
Yeah.
I got a remnants bag, so that's got some ribbons and various other trims in there. And that... What are they? They're $5 usually, those bags, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
So, I always have a look at those too because you can find some great stuff. That actually the rickrack that I've got on the little pillow was in one of those remnants bags, and there you go. I've used it already.
And you don't need a lot for a small pillow like that either.
No.
So,
and then also at Spotlight they had 10 fat quarters for $10, wasn't it? So
and then like they had a huge bin. So let's help you see some of these. So you got pink and there's spotty and some.
I have a plan for that one. Those two actually.
Like a purpley plum, a nice purpley watercolor, some musical notes on a blue, Halloween pumpkins, a red sort of grunge, a blue greeny sort of water print, so it looks like a swimming pool basically, and then a blue one that has like little unicorns and flowers on it.
Yeah. So I tried to get ones that were, some plain, some, with pictures or patterns or whatever, and then they had 50% off trims by the metre. So I got 2 meters of this pink because I have a plan for that. It may or may not involve that pink fabric too because they go pretty well together.
They do.
And yes, I have a plan for that one. If you look at the shape of those and think about what I plan to FFO next time, you might be able to work that one out.
I found this one and I said to her, this would be perfect for XYZ project. And she was like, oh, yes.
Yes, it would, because it's got all the bright colours and the right shape, and I'm giving you lots of clues. So if you can't work it out, you'll just have to come back next time and hopefully I'll have it finished, and then you'll be able to see what I am on about.
But if you're on the ball
You'll already know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
all right,
so
that's my haul. What have you got to show us?
I got some haul from our lovely friend Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
She has a business called Crafty Threads. If you haven't been here before, we see her. Would
Fairly
you say
frequently?
Yeah,
Every month or two,
quite
at least,
regularly.
Yeah.
And so I got some of this. Now this is like a really light sort of purpley color. It's a 32 count Belfast.
It's hard to get the right
and I
angle
think
with
Belfast is linen.
Yeah, I believe so. So yeah, 32 count. Did you say that? I
Yeah,
just read that on the back.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like a really sort of light purple color, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very pretty.
This one's Cashel, and I'm pretty sure this is linen again. This one's a 28 count, and it's like a deep green. Would you say it's like a forest green?
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, it's a deep green.
They don't give their fabric colours names.
But, you know, like I'm just...
Sometimes it would help
sometimes
if they did.
the light might make it look a bit different to what it looks like in real life.
Gonna try and hold it at different angles so you get the right idea.
Since you're doing so well, I'll give you this one. This one's a 32 count Murano, and it's like a grey background with little white petite point spots on it. So cute. And then this one is its sister, its friend, whatever you want to call it. It's a 32 count again, and it's more like a beige.
Yeah, it's actually a bit darker than what it's showing up on the...
Yeah, it's more like a oatmeal sort of beige colour with the white spots.
Yeah, that might be getting a bit closer to the right colour, but it's still... I think it's actually... our light might be washing it out a little bit because it is a bit darker than that. So yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep.
So last time I told you guys about how I've fallen in love with the Hero and Stitch floss drops. And if you haven't seen our last episode,
go back and have a look.
Yeah, go back and have a look because there's a great discount code on there. I fully recommend these floss drops, and I just wanted to bring the box to show you how it comes because it's so cute. So it comes sent to you in a box like this
with your name on it and everything.
With your name on it.
That is cute.
And they're really fast with shipping because they're in Australia. I was going to say they live in Victoria. The company lives in Victoria.
Probably the staff do too.
Yeah, I guess maybe.
Well, we don't know. Anyway,
it just sounds good. Yeah. And then I can't tip it up too much, but it's all packaged in really, really nicely. So I actually ordered from them before last time and that we filmed, and I got it I think it was a couple of days after we filmed.
I think it might have been.
So you guys should feel really, happy that I haven't even touched these. And normally once I have something that arrives, I'm like, oh, let me in it. Yeah. Let me in it. But I saved it for you guys. So what I got was 5 colours of 100 each. And when you order a large amount like that, if you leave a personalisation note in the purchase, if you leave a note, then they can sometimes accommodate what you want, depending on, obviously, if you're ordering a certain amount. Like if you're ordering 25, they can't do 5 different colours. So, sorry about the glare of the background. Yeah, this one is 100 of cyan. So I'm just going to try and get it pretty close for you guys to see. So that's cyan. Then there's black. Just show it so it's yeah.
I think everybody knows what colour black is.
Yeah. But they're really nice though. They're packaged really lovely. This is red, and the red is a great lipstick red. It's really cool.
It's a red.
It's a red. Now you can't look at all this box because I have a surprise for you in here. This is translucent aqua. Sorry about the crinkling and that. Sometimes you get that. So these ones you can actually kind of see through a little bit, but obviously being so in the one packet, you're not going to see through it. And then this one's called Blue. It's like a dark sort of blue. There we go. And then as a little freebie, sometimes they send you little products that you can test, like a little sample of things. Mm-hmm. So I got this one, a little floss card, and this is actually what I was trying to talk about last time on the last episode. So there's that one. There's this long one, pretty purple.
Perfect for you.
Yep. And then there's this one in like an aqua kind of light blue, ocean blue kind of.
So the three different sizes.
Yeah, 3 different sizes. So these two are the same length.
The long ones.
And then these two are the same width.
So you got the double.
So there's 10, and the blue one's 20.
Yeah. So depending on
how many spots and things
how
you need
many
for
spots
colours.
you need, what size your project bag is, maybe because you've only got a little one, then you might be better off with this than this, if it's not long enough.
And then obviously where you see these slots here is where you put in your DMC numbers like I showed on the last one.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
Very cool.
And then the other little freebie that they sent me is actually going to be for Kylie.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know about this.
No, she didn't know about this. And I've kept it nice and
complete
secret.
Surprise.
So I'm actually going to take it out of the packet, so it's better shown for you guys. Now, I work with floss drops. Kylie works with bobbins. Mm-hmm. Oh, rip into it, Ro. Rip into it. Okay, so what she's getting is one of their little bobbins.
Ooh.
So it's got the little slots up the top, so where you can like hold the end of the floss in, and obviously the DMC number colour. So there you go.
Oh, thank you. Yay.
It's a little gift for you.
Oh, I get to try it out without having to buy any yet. Yeah. I probably will end up buying some, but
yeah, I imagine you will, because once you see how they work, they're so easy.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's
I'm
great.
sure you will.
Wow, thank you.
And then the other thing I got was because I have like 1.5 tons of fabric. Extra fabric.
For the Harmony one? Or?
Yeah, for Harmony, yeah. I actually got these little pram stroller clips. So I just got 4 of those. So I just got them from Kmart. They were, I think, $1 section. Yeah, I think they were $1.50 each.
Something like that. Yeah.
And let me just show you how they work. So they're just
open, a little claw,
come off. Yeah, little claw thing. Clip. And just hold it on there and Bob's your uncle.
It helps hold the fabric out the way when you have a lot of it like that.
Yeah. My purchases from my digital patterns.
Oh, that's right. So
we'll run through them real quick.
Yep, go.
Okay.
We'll put up
we'll
pictures of these because they're
Yeah.
digital things.
I went onto Etsy, and one of my nice Etsy stores that I like to visit because I love gnomes so much. I'm just referring to my notes here.
Don't be able to see you anyway.
I bought from the store called Favorite Gnome. I bought Ladybug Gnome. The second one they call Modern Gnome. I call it Celebration Gnome because it's got champagne in that. Roller Skating Gnome. Tennis Player Gnome. Elf. Easter Gnome. Yoga Gnome. Mother Earth Day Gnome. Bingo Gnome. Surfer Gnome and And cheerleader gnome.
That's a lot of gnomes.
No, it's not. It's just a few. And then in one of the other ones, when I was looking for the testing piece for the harmony, for the fabric that I want to do harmony on, this is where I got this one from. So this is Oh My Stitches Shop. So I bought Be Kind, Be Real, Not Perfect, Inspirational Quote, Hope You Like Dog Hair, Dog's Thoughts, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. I love that one. I have a plan for who that's going to.
Yeah.
Dog Hair Don't Care. Nice Butt. Set of 6 animal landscapes. And then the last one is Functional Adult, which is the one that I started on the test piece.
Yeah.
And then Haid were having some retiring charts and retiring designers.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 3 from there. First one is Dark Jungle, Temple and Tigers. The second one is Mini Rainbow Little Dragons. And the third one is Tropical Splendor. I fully spent my budget for the month.
It's all right. New month starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm getting up spotlight again.
So no doubt we'll have more haul next time.
We'll have more haul next time, I'm sure. Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's it. I think
we are done for today.
We're done for today, yeah. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment.
So until next time,
stay crafty.
Bye.
Bye.